something working against you? What is, because, well, you said the Lord that's giving you hope. Is there is there something working against you?
Money is working against us sometimes. My leg hurts. My leg hurts right now. Money and pain.
Did you guys?
Oh, yeah.
Money?
Sometimes.
What, tell me.
Well, if something breaks, for example, yesterday when all of our amps blew, it takes money to get those fixed and stuff, and sometimes we don't make that money, but it's okay. The Lord provides, so it's okay. But yeah, sometimes we'll be talking about, ooh, it'd be great to do this, or oh, it'd be fun to do this, or whatever. And sometimes it's funny to think about the fact because none of us care about money, but it is money that makes the world go around sometimes. So, but I mean, the Lord totally provides. I was mainly kidding about money, but sometimes like when you break a leg or something, that will hold you back if you like break your leg. I've never broke a leg to date. I've never dated anybody.
Well, imagine a band, maybe looking up to you as an example. They're gonna start a band here in Holland or somewhere else in Europe,
like Belgium.
Like Belgium. What should they do? What do you think is good to do? Any good ideas from your side? Because you guys are pretty long in the music scene.
If it's something the Lord wants you to do, then do it. And if it's not, then maybe that's the wrong thing. I think a lot of times, I think a lot of times people do stuff sometimes and they don't necessarily inquire the Lord, or they don't necessarily inquire even wisdom, maybe. If they don't have a belief in the Lord, maybe they just don't really, people just like, which I'm guilty of that as well, just being excited about something and running after it, but sometimes you have to, if you're a Christian, you should definitely inquire the Lord and see what He wants you to do, because not everyone's called to be out there doing that, but at the same time, I guess more appropriately to answer your question, if it is something they feel like they need to do or whatever, I would definitely suggest to not neglect the time practicing and not neglect the time of writing songs. A lot of times, young bands, even ourselves, you get excited and you want to go play shows, and that's awesome. That's the funnest part of any band. But I think a lot of the times you need to spend the time writing songs, make sure that's what you want to portray, and then spend the time focused on the song, make sure they're tight, make sure they're good, or whatever, and then when you go out and play the shows, everything will happen a lot more smoothly because all that's taken care of, Not that we do.
So a good basis.
Yeah, have a good basis.
That's true, yeah.
Our songs sing.
Well, and the second part of this interview is from the crowd. Are there any questions from the crowd for the Chariot, for the guys?
Or any answers.
Or any answers, yeah.
Any answers.
Yeah, you can also ask questions to us.
Can we ask them questions?
Sure.
Your shoes untied, maybe. That's not a question. Maybe the question mark. Your shoes untied? Maybe.
So well, everybody, some questions here.
No questions.
Or no questions. Come on, man. These guys came from America for your questions.
Yeah.
They got the answers.
You got a question?
Yeah, one question.
I was wondering, how did you get to the Spanish part in Yellow Dress Like Me, or whatever language it is?
How did we get to it?
Yeah. Why is it just fun?
The guitarist at the time, he happened to be Spanish and Mexican, and he knew the language, so I thought it would be funny more than anything to have a whole section in another language, and so it worked out well for that.
Alright, cool. More questions? Anyone?
And if I'm...
Yeah.
Do you want to sleep? Yes. Do you want to sleep? Yes. Eat pizza? Yes.
Hey, one question from me. How do you get in those bands? Tell me.
Papers. at a time, brother. One leg at a time.
Okay.
He actually just paints his...
How do you get into your pants?
How could you get into his pants? I don't know. We don't do that. We don't swing that way.
Okay, thank you. What I wanted to know, yeah.
How'd you get
More
into
questions.
that beard?
More questions.
That's my question.
More questions from the crowd. Anyone?
Hey, we asked you a question.
Me? Yeah, sure.
How did you get into that beard?
Beard. How did I get in?
Beard.
Well, I went to Uganda and I just was I was lazy and I didn't.
Uganda.